Yep. Awesome. I know I heard it. Thank you. Hey, I got somebody over here checking it for me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome to the ride. I'm not sure what was going on, but let me tell you how upset I am. I have a whole new package that I've been testing all day that is so much more fly than this interface that we're using. So I was all excited about using it because I had a whole bunch of stuff set up for y'all and I can't use it because it's not working. I'm not sure why. But I'm gonna keep on till I get it. So that's what started the whole, big mess. But I'm gonna keep on till I figure it out. Good night to you all. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful night. Okay, Amy, you are here. So hopefully we can get everybody else in. Can you do me a favor, Amy, please, and share this stream to my Facebook page? Because it is a different one for anybody who's trying to get in again. And I'm gonna try and do the same thing if I can do that and still pay attention. I'm telling y'all, I had music and everything set up for y'all. I'm so upset. I don't know why. Oh, so upset. Welcome to the ride, whoever it is, please. This is roll call time. Please chime in or put your name down. Sign in with your name so we know who you are. Because we're excited about you being here tonight. There are some men in the room. Hopefully they come on back. Oh, I see Gil Garrett. Yeah, I know you got an opinion too, so that excites me. All right, Corey, I think we can hear you now. Awesome. So Corey's in the room. Awesome. But I don't see the chat option. I don't know why. I'm looking at the chat option, Corey. See if maybe those little three dots on the side, if you see them. But my chat option is open. Let me make sure it's working. Yeah, I just wrote in there, hello. Danielle say it's the reboot. It is the reboot. Maybe go out and come back in again, Corey. That may get it. But you all do me a favor, please, and share this stream so that we can get people back in the room, because I saw about 10 people, maybe about 12 total in 2 different places trying to get in. So we can get started. Meanwhile, we are drinking tea tonight, of course, and my tea. I don't know about yours, but okay, so Danielle said that her chat was off too when she first came on, but it is on now. Yeah, so that was interesting. I'm not sure what was going on. Somebody said YouTube is hating. That's what's going on. That's what it is. They better get out the way. That's what they need to do. So as you know, our show is several topics. I changed one and cut down one because I know that this one about being mind fucked is gonna take us a while. I'm sure of that. So we're gonna, great. So Soggy Paul says she can hear or he can hear and chat, and that is awesome. So please share the stream so I can get folk back in this room. I want to hear some opinion. I want to hear some stuff from people who are opinionated. So our topic is, what is it like to be, or have you ever been mind fucked? That is the question. Have you ever been mind fucked? So somebody said to me earlier, what in the world is mind fucked? And I thought, that's a good question. I know what I think being mind fucked is. So here's my question to you as we wait on others to come in this room. What is your definition? If I tell you this is what being mind fucked is, anytime you're in a relationship, whether that be male, a relationship with a male, a relationship with a female, a relationship with a parent, a relationship with a child, a relationship with a friend, it doesn't matter. If you ever found yourself, and most of us have, if we're being honest, if you've ever found yourself in a relationship where there was so much manipulation going on, so much slipping and diving and slicking going on, so much, Danielle said, mental and emotional manipulation or abuse going on, Or maybe you didn't even know it as abuse, but there was so much questionable behaviors going on in your relationship that made you or makes you question even your sanity at times. Where at times you have to question, wait a minute, you start thinking stuff like this. Wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe he or she is right. Maybe when you know in your gut that you've done nothing wrong, but this person is so slippery, so slick that they know exactly how to get in your head and make you second guess yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That's what being mind fucked is. So my question to you is, in the chat, I'm going to give you some time. Give me your best definition, your best short definition for mind fucked. Give me a definition for that. I'm going to read some of these comments as we do that. I can hear now in chat. Awesome. I can't share. Sagi Paul says, you can't share because you don't want to share, or you can't share because the option is not there for you to share. Let me know. Chris Collins said, mind fuck is like gaslighting to me. Yeah, that is a way to mind fuck somebody, gaslight them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Corey said, bam, I'm in. Awesome. Garrett Group Media says, a person thinking that they are getting over on you by playing mental games. Absolutely. Man, they use the same pattern with everybody. They try to manipulate. It is true. Soggy Paul said, I can't share this page. Okay. It's manipulation. Soggy Paul says. Amy Johnson said, you second guessing yourself. Absolutely. Hey now, not feeling well, but I'm here. Hey, Trace from Cincinnati, how you doing? We're just getting into the idea. I'm asking everybody to give me their personal definition for what it means to be mind fucked. What does it mean? And we know that I just said that many of us, most of us, if we are honest, Amy's praying that you get better, Tracy. And so am I, or so are we. Let me say that. Most of us, if we're honest, can say that we've been in a relationship that felt like that made you second guess yourself, that made you wonder, maybe I was wrong. So that's what I want to know. Give me some definitions, y'all. Come on. Give me some, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10 word definitions of, I got one from Garrett Media. Give me one definition of what you think or your definition for being mind fucked. Garrett said they play the victim in every situation. That's what we're talking about. So what I should do while you're doing that is I'm going to start just kind of making a list of some of the things that you're talking about, because you're absolutely right. And you all are putting out some stuff that is interesting that I think maybe I want to list. So one thing, let me go down to Garrett said they play the victim in every situation. That won't fuck up your mind. All right, give me something else, y'all. Garrett said they try to separate you from reality and keep you going around and making blanket this man. Yeah. Separation or try to separate you from reality. Keep you in, I'm going to say, in a circular pattern or even a circular search even. Crystal said, the definition, gaslighting, a form of psychological manipulation in which a person or group, that's good, covertly sows seeds of doubt in a targeted individual or group, making them question themselves, not as a joke. So, Crystal, is that your definition or is that one that you found? Let me know. That's a pretty good definition, girl. I'm just going to copy and paste that right on my document. That's a pretty good definition. So I can share some of this stuff with y'all later in case you want it. Soggy Paws, a manipulator is a weak person themselves. They try to get you down because they're down. That's it. That's right. The manipulator is someone with insecurities. Absolutely. When you found, that's fine. So pretty much this is what I was thinking earlier. You skip mine, Trace. I'm sorry, where's yours? Let me see. Oh, being mind fucked is getting played. Oh, that's keeping it real and simple. Being mind fucked is getting played, just finding out that you were in a fantasy all along. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that's what being mind fucked is. Because when you come to the end of it, that is what you realize, that this person was been on some bullshit for a long time, and the entire time you were running and trying to find that carrot, to get to that carrot that really didn't exist. Crystal said, but it has been done to me. I know all of this too well. I think it's been done to most of us, Crystal, but I don't think that it's not something that people are proud of, right? It's not something that people are proud of, so they won't necessarily share that kind of information. But this is the thing. I think we've all experienced it, especially F. And let me tell you, and I'm looking at the people that I'm talking to. Many of you I know already. When I tell you this, you're going to say, damn, that's the truth. Here's what you have to know. Okay, Roz said a lot of guys do it to control you. Absolutely. But here's the thing, Roz, it ain't just guys. There's some sisters out here their game is on a whole new level, or a whole different level. But let me say something that you have to know, that I have to know, that, like I said, most of you that I'm looking at now, I know you personally. The people that we're talking about, I'm going to say something first that's probably going to make you mad, but then I'm going to clean it up, myself included. The kind of people that we're talking about, my thought is, mind fuckers are people who are typically either narcissists or they definitely have narcissistic behaviors, right? And I'm sure everybody knows what a narcissist is. And if you don't, let me know. And Crystal is going to find us a definition for narcissist. Chris, can you do that for me? So here it is. Chris, find me a definition for narcissist. So here it is. Narcissistic people, or people who are narcissists, are looking for somebody like you. They're looking for a sucker like you and me. You and me. And I'm saying that because it is. The light attracts everything. The light attracts everything that you don't want it to attract. Every gnat in your house, every bug in your house, they ain't got to be in your house. You turn on a damn light, they on their way, right? People who are moving in darkness are also attracted to light. So the person who finds themselves, and I know that I've been in this situation, a person who finds themselves attracting these kind of people may get into a place, because after a while you see it more than once, right? Usually, if you start looking at the patterns, some of the patterns that we're talking about right now, you realize, I've seen this before. I've seen this person before. Maybe in another carcass, but the same person, right? Or I've seen these traits before, maybe in another package, but the same person. You may even be able to say you saw it in a parent. And then you look up and you say, damn, it's in my mate or my child, you know? But that's because most of the time you are going, as a light fixture, you are going to pull in these kind of people. Now, at the same time, they need somebody like you to function off of, right? It's almost like a leech. In order to live, in order to get power, they need somebody like you, right? Let me read some of these comments. Garrett said a whole new level. I think he said that when I was talking about women can be, can be as manipulative, if not more, than men. We just don't have that experience because the majority of us that I'm talking about right here date or have married men. But women can be as manipulative. Rosin says, Crystal, yes, I'm too old. Garrett said, very true. Crystal, yes, definitely truth. Tracy, but sometimes a person wasn't on bullshit. You were. Oh, wait a minute. Because 70% of the time they tell you what the game. Oh, shit. She says 70% of the time they tell you what the game is up front, but we so busy trying to change the. She said, girl, what did you preach? She said, but we so busy trying to change the game. Remember Denzel and Mo Better Blues? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's a good analogy, a good example. Denzel and Mo Better Blues. And this is interesting. I'm going to go back to what you said. Sometimes a person wasn't on the bullshit, you were, because 70% of the time the person tell you who they are up front. That is true. I think my experiences say that's true most of the time, but there are times when we're talking about the next level mind fucker, he or she knows exactly what not to do to get you in that web. So but they next level, they ain't gonna tell you who they are. They're just going to be the master chameleons that they have to be to get you in that web. So I think you get some of both, right? Soggy Paul says they're always search for a victim. Exactly, a sitting duck, right? Denzel asked up front, "Can you hang?" And let me say something about that, which is going to move us eventually. This right here is going to move us into our next subject. But let me say something about that. I can respect somebody that tell you who they are up front. I don't care what kind of person they are. It's the motherfuckers that are playing that are wearing masks that make me mad. But somebody who tell you, it's like a pimp. If a pimp tell you a pimp is not gonna play games with you and act like he not who he is. He gonna tell you who the fuck he is. And if you can hang, you hang. And if you can't, you get the hell on. He ain't gonna waste your time, and he don't want you wasting his. Right? Okay, here we go. Let's see. I missed a whole bunch. Oh, y'all talking down up in this chat room. Sometimes the person wasn't okay. Got you. All right, and then Soggy Paws. They're always search for a victim. Yes, Tracy said. Okay, Denzel. Danielle says yes. Someone that's weak. They have. Amy says they have had struggles. Yes, and they're wounded. Most of the times they are. The majority of the times they are. And hurt people. Right? It's like that analogy. I always use analogy of a dog. I don't care how good you are or what you do for a dog that's wounded. I don't care what you do. You could have got that dog up off the street with 3 broken legs, right? And the 4th one in a splint. And that dog will love you until you make a mistake and touch a wound or something that has not healed. And then he will bite you or attack you as if you have come to take his life. And it's the same way with a wounded person. Danielle said, not necessarily weak, Amy, but empathetic, trusting. Garrett, they seek you out. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Found out the hard way twice. I then had to look at why me. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. I had to look at why me and how do I change the energy I'm giving out. Got testimony about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Facts, you win. And Crystal says, narcissistic folk, here we go. Inflated sense of their own importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, troubled relationships, and a lack of empathy for others. Not a dead on, all I could fit. No, that's good, though. That's good, though. That's a lot of what I've seen earlier. You all do me a favor when we get too caught up in this. Do me a favor, please, and share the stream. If at all possible, share the stream on your social media or share it, copy and paste the stream to a friend, please. I have a goal, and the goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by February 1st, which is when my family's planning to go to Africa. God say the same, because I want to be able to vlog from Africa on my telephone using my cell phone. So please do me a favor. If you can't share it on your social media site, please copy and paste the link in your text and share it to a friend, please. I'd appreciate that. All right. Let's see. D said they need a supply always. Absolutely, Rosin. When you have low self-esteem, it's easy for it to happen to you. Yes, indeed. They make you feel like you have to deal with it because something is wrong with you, not them. That's right. Truth, Amy said, Roz. Garrett says she said it. Crystal, empathy makes, empaths feel sorry for these mind fuckers. Absolutely. And when you talk about empaths, I could substitute that for the light, right? People who are the light. Absolutely. Let's see, Corey. It made me it might be me, or I'm delusional. I don't recall a time being mind fucked. Wow, you blessed. Maybe try, but I quit when I smell I smell bullshit. I hear you. I know when I'm allowing foolishness, but not trickery that I remember. D says I can respect a pimp. He tells you he's a pimp, right? Period. Soggy pause. Most people ignore the cues. That's, yeah. Okay, let me go back to that. That's what Tracy said. You're right. Amy said, are you saying the manipulators are wounded or those who they target? I'm saying the manipulators are wounded, and there's a possibility. Well, we all have some wounds. And what's interesting is this. We all have some wounds, but what's interesting with a mind fucker is if he or she is good enough, they'll find your wounds. You don't have to have that many. You don't have to have a big one. But that's what they do. They're predators. Do you understand what I'm saying? So your wounds don't have to be screaming. They'll seek them out. They'll find them. And a lot of them are smart as hell because they've been doing this for a long time. You know, they don't just wake up at 60 or 50 or 40 or 30 with these behaviors and these abilities. They've been working on this shit for a long time. Okay, Tracy, that pastor who got mind fucked knew what the deal was and he had to have her. We're gonna deal with that today. That's what I changed. I'm not gonna deal with Tim. I'm gonna deal with him. Zero sympathy is here. I know that's right. Amy, actually, it could be both. If they are the manipulators, they could be masking hurt. That's true. Rosin said, and sometimes they do it to try and hold on to you because they're scared of losing you. All of that. The manipulator is wounded. I know people like this. We probably all do. That was D. That would ask, make you feel low about yourself. Absolutely. This doesn't just happen in sexual relationships. Your parents could have mind fucked you too. That's right. That's right. And your children. Somebody told me, man, I should have been writing this down because there's several things I wanted to make sure I touch. But somebody, a girlfriend of mine, I had a conversation with her not long ago, and the conversation was about she's got a child, and the child just gave her a lot of issues, a lot of problems, right? But one of the things that the child kept saying to her, that I gathered from this conversation we had, I just kept listening, thinking, I done heard this before. But the child want to make her feel guilty. Listen to this now. Make her feel guilty about, really, she want to make her feel guilty about her life and the way her life has turned out. But what she kept saying is, whenever she get mad or whatever, she comes to her mother and she says, you shouldn't have ever had me. Why did you even have me? I don't even know why you had me. So should we having this conversation? She kept saying, whenever she get mad, she come tell me. I said, well, she tell you what? She'll say to me, you should have never had me. And then I just feel so bad. I said, you feel bad for what? The point is, she knows that she wants to blame her mother for the fact that she ain't did shit that she needed to do or was supposed to do. But she know ain't nobody gonna listen to that bullshit except her mother, because her mother truly loves her. So I say to her, I said, okay, did you tell her that? Did you tell her to find somebody who had a choice in being here? She said, well, no, Vicky. I said, you should tell her to find somebody who had a choice about being here. Nobody had a choice to be here, but damn it, we here. So look, this is what I'm doing. I told her, you tell her, this is what I'm doing. I do this every day. I got this going every day. I raise my children, and now I do this. What the fuck you gonna do with your life? Because that's what I'm doing with mine. Because that's what people do, right? You do something with the life you were given. So what the fuck are you doing with your life? What you doing with yours? Other than complaining. And I don't have another moment to hear any of it. You feel me? Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. That's what you need to tell her ass. She said, I just hadn't thought about it like that. I just had it. I just feel so bad. I just feel so bad. I said, but you ain't feeling bad now, though, are you? Are you feeling bad now? Tell her when she come to get the fuck out your face with something that nobody that she ever knew, heard of, dreamt of, or touched had any control over. We just here. What the fuck are you gonna do with what God gave you? Whew, I'm getting mad thinking about it. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. I think I'm gonna pick up where Tracy says, "Girl, bye, Amy. Oh wow. Oh, my mommy daughter stuff." And then Amy Johnson say, "Yeah, I would be like, get out of my face. Really, heifer. Hello, get on, right?" Crystal said, "I love how blunt you are." I'm getting on, Crystal. I just say what I want to say now. I used to just feel it. Now I just say it. Shit. Songy Paul said, "Tell her to kiss her ass." That's what I'm saying. Don't waste your time trying to explain nothing to an idiot. Right. Then she will shut the fuck up. Hello. I'm on that tip. What Amy said. Tracy from Cincinnati said, "You better say it, but get the fuck on." Right. Kick rocks. Kick rocks. Gary said, "Well said." Amy said she did. Well, get up, Amy. You got to finish this conversation. Songy Paul said, "I give her some shit to feel bad." I know that's right. I know that's right. I don't do manipulative kids at all. I don't either. I can't do it. I can't do it. If I feel like, when I sense it, I'm like, oh, I get indignant. So share the stream, everyone. Please help me get to that 1,000 subscribers. What brought me to this? Let's talk about tea real quick before we move on, because we're about to transition, I think. Well, you know what? If you all have any more to say about that, go ahead. We don't have to transition right away. Because I do want to talk about, and I do have a couple of pages I want to share with you too, real quick before we leave this right here. But I wanted to share a little about shit. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's tea time. I'm not. My cup, y'all. See my cup. I'm getting my. Is that cute or what? Y'all like it? You like it? Yeah. My merch is coming together. So soon I'll have it on my website. And if you all are interested in purchasing something, you can. And of course, we always do giveaways too. So you may just luck up on something. But I do have this one. I don't have it. Somebody made this specifically for me. But this one is what I'll have in the store. So I'm kind of excited about that. And then, of course, we'll have some of these. One of our listeners tonight got one of these, which is pretty heavy too. Got one of these as a gift. And I have some Millie. I put hers in the mail. She got the mouse pad. So, we're working it out little by little. I'm going somewhere with this. All right. So tea. Tonight I am drinking Moroccan mint tea. We not only pour tea, but we drink tea for wellness, because in this time of the pandemic, we have got to, somebody said they're drinking collagen tonight. Collagen. I didn't know you could drink collagen. How do you get it? Is that a part of It Works? Let me know, Amy Johnson, about that. We are drinking tea for wellness because in this time of the pandemic, we need to do whatever we can to boost our immune systems, whatever we possibly can. So, so tea is a part of what we're doing. And so if you have a particular tea that you have received benefits from, there are benefits for your body and you have experienced them, please share the information with us so that we can share it with others and we all can boost our immune systems together. So I am drinking Moroccan mint, and this one I got from, it's called the Tao of Tea. It's pure leaf tea. So this one is a loose leaf tea. Oh, let me show you my tea ball, which I think is so cute. Look at the tea ball. It's it's taking a swim is what it's doing. See if I can get her out of there. I ain't even put that in my cup yet. The other stuff. Okay, so look at the tea ball. Is that cute or what? I don't really like cats, but they didn't have no dogs. Ain't that cute? Okay, so it's a loose leaf tea, and I have it in my tea. No, I ain't got no southern. You know what? Thank you for reminding me. I ain't put that in there yet. I was moving too fast today. But now that you said it, I will add a little Southern Comfort because I don't have anything in there. Let's just get rid of that. Okay, so Moroccan mint, and it is by the Tower of Tea, Pure Leaf Tea. It says green tea and peppermint, 100% organic. This is one of those that comes from, I always love going to like Home Goods. That's where I got this from, Home Goods. Because they always had the best teas, and they are always, pretty reasonable. So this one, which is quite a bit of tea, was like $6. 100% organic Moroccan mint tea. I don't know if y'all can really see that. Now you can. In case you want that. So let's talk about the benefits of that real quickly. So you already know the benefits of green tea. So for Moroccan tea, for mint tea, this is just some, I only grabbed half of what I saw online, right? So there is more. I see y'all talking about the tea. I'm gonna come back to that in a minute because I want to hear what you're drinking and why. All right. So it says that it will ease digestive upsets, help relieve tension, headaches, not heartaches, headaches and migraines, may freshen your breath, that we know, right? Relieves clogged sinuses because it's mint, right? It will improve your energy. We know that too, that mint is good for improving energy. It will help, now this I didn't know, it will help to relieve menstrual cramps. I didn't know that. It will help to fight bacterial infections, and it can improve your sleep. Now, I didn't know that. So that is any kind of mint tea, right? And so mine is Moroccan mint tea. So let me pull back. Y'all are going off in the chat room. For some reason, when we get off, my chats don't stay with the video because I'll be wanting to look back at them, but I can't, they don't come up when the lives upload. I'm not sure. I gotta find out why that is. Okay, let's see. So that's the Southern Comfort. No, but this might be the Southern Comfort. All right. But my cat keeps taking a bath. All right, let's see. Oh, I have that kitty too. Oh, okay. Do yours take baths? Because mine just stay in the water. All right. Amy says, yes, ma'am, allows me to sleep like a baby with my menopausal self. Girl, don't get me on that right there. Okay, so the collagen, is it a tea? What is it? Is it collagen tea? Or is it just a liquid or something? Let us know. And Amy sells it works. So I'm sure this is one of those products. You might want to talk with her about that. Ginger tea with ginger roots in it. Ooh, strong. Crystal, tell us some of the benefits of ginger. I know what some of them are, but if you could type a few of them in, that would be great. I love spicy tea. I use a ginger powder, the powdered crushed ginger, whatever you want to call it. And I get it from Amazon in a big bag from, I think it's Anthony. Anthony is organic and all of that. I put a lot of it in my tea. I love it. My kids don't like it, but I love it. All right. Corey says nice tea is, rooibos. Roy, I don't know if you know this or not, but that is red. That's bush tea. And bush tea has all kinds of benefits. She says full of antioxidants. Yeah. Good for heart health, lowering blood pressure, prevents cancer, and it also relaxes you. That's the tea that Jill Scott kept drinking in that series that she did, the #1 ladies detective agency. She kept drinking bush. They call it bush tea, but that's what rooibos is. If you didn't know that. D Brown is laughing, so it's Crystal. Y'all cracking up in this here chat. She's about to go in. Amy, okay, the tea comes out of the kitty. I'm not a fan of it. It's just cute. Avoid sugar, spicy foods. Okay, so the Soggy Paws is saying that we should avoid sugar, spicy foods, and caffeine to greatly reduce menopausal symptoms. There, that I knew. And I have been, that's something different because I really like spicy foods. But the sugar and the caffeine, I get rid of the sugar for the most part. I've done that. Every now and then I'll drink a little, but the caffeine, I gotta have my coffee in the morning. So I need to probably look into some black tea. You all share the stream. Anything else that you have to say about this, about being mind fucked? Let me know real quick. I'm going to share a couple things that I found on the internet real quick. I wanted to show them to you. I was trying to use another package tonight that did not start out right, which is why we got mixed up in the front in the early beginning. So I'm gonna try to figure it out because it's a whole new platform where you all can see what I'm talking about and I can put stuff up and create documents. So I had this whole presentation / interactive type thing ready for y'all tonight, but for whatever reason, it wouldn't upload. So, well, it was leaving me, but you all weren't receiving it. So I need to figure out why that is. All right. So anything else you have to say? Meanwhile, I'm going to pull up this document that I had, that I found, and share this with you. And so the first one is, I want you to be able to see it. But the first one is 10 signs that you're dating a narcissist. Now, I know that some of you may be, it could be a parent, it could be a child. It don't have to be someone you're dating. But that's what this one is about. But you can just, the information is still what it is. So here we go. And I got this on Psychology Today. 10 signs that you're dating a narcissist. And most of this came up, or a lot of it came up when you all were chatting earlier. 1, loves to talk about him or herself. 2, charming and romantic, but with a catch. And usually the catch is charming and romantic, but you got to do what I want you to do, right? I'm sure y'all seen that before. 3, lack of reliability and follow through. Start a whole bunch of shit, but don't finish nothing, right? 4, needs instant gratification. If they want something, they want it now. If they don't get it now, they're going to upset everybody else because they don't get what they want. Instant gratification. 5, rule breaker and boundary violator. Do everything they can to break rules and push boundaries, right? 6, this is 10 signs you're dating a narcissist. 6, they have a sense of entitlement and you don't know where the fuck it came from. Because you looking at that joker like, who in the what, who are you? Who the fuck are you? Okay. 7, manipulation. Uses others to extend oneself. So use others for their own purpose. That's the point. Using others so that I can get what I need and what I want. 8, constantly puts down other people. 9, reacts negatively when you don't give them what they want. They're liable to have a show enough fit, right? Don't matter how old they are. And 10, lack of commitment to serious relationships. I was talking to somebody earlier today and this came up. And this person was just kind of just realizing, wow, I think I was in bed with a narcissist, right? Lack of commitment to serious relationships. All right, let me see. That is 10 signs you're dating a narcissist. And that comes from, again, psychologytoday.com. Let me give you one more, which I thought was very interesting and I want to share with you. And this one is called 9 signs that you might be dating a narcissist. And those 9 signs are: 1, they're unapologetic. 2, they make you feel special. 3, they need their ego stroked constantly. 4, they are master manipulators. That drink ain't kicked in yet. It ain't been in my system but 2 minutes. 4, they're master manipulators. Did I say that already? Maybe it did kick in. 5, they lack empathy. They don't have any empathy, right? 6, they think they're right about everything. Know somebody like that? 7, they think they're perfect. 8, when you embarrass them, they might discard you. I'm going to add, and when you don't do what they want, they might discard you. 9, they cheat. And that's from allure.com. D says, I gotcha is that covert narcissists are a lot more subtle than the most common grandiose rare. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But she's talking about 2 separate kinds of narcissists. Covert ones, Those are those ones that are like passive aggressive. They don't come off in the beginning like they're narcissist. You find it out later. But those grandiose ones, those are the ones that everybody know they're in the room because they're the biggest mouths in the room. That grandiose one, that grandiose narcissist looks a lot like your president. That's what it is. It's your president. Okay. Anything else you all want to add there if you can. And I'm going to give you one more thing that I wanted to share that I thought I want to share with you, and that is what to do if you're involved with a narcissist or someone who exhibits narcissistic behaviors. First, cut yourself some slack. No one is perfect. You may be the light. We talked about that. 2, and Gil touched on this earlier. Step back and evaluate yourself. What are you doing, or what have you done? What have you doing or possibly have done that are bringing these people in your direction? What about you is attractive to them? That's something that you really have to look at, right? The third thing, get a copy of Wolf in Sheep's Clothing by George Simon as soon as possible. It will change your life. I'm adding that. As soon as possible, ASAP. It's called Wolf in Sheep's Clothing by Dr. George Simon. Get that book. Get that book. Oh, Amy, damn, plug up and come back. 4, keep a sounding board close. You need a support system. Find your village. So in other words, because what they like to do oftentimes is to keep you separated from other people. Never let anybody keep you separate from people that love you and love you. Keep a sounding board. Keep somebody close that will give you the truth, right? Because they usually don't want you talking to anybody who you are going to pay attention to. Keep someone close. Keep a soundboard close. You need a support system. Find your village and keep your village close. I ain't saying tell everybody your business, because everybody don't need to know your business, but you do need to have a couple people that you can sound off on and that will tell you the truth and be honest with you regardless of what you feel like, right? 6, pray, meditate, center often, because you never know what kind of information God will give you about yourself, or you will come up about yourself once you do that. So pray, meditate, center often. 7, consider the possibilities of departure, because you may just have to get away. That ain't necessarily, you don't always have to get away. But if you don't get your arms or your hands wrapped around, or your mind wrapped around it, you may need to just get away. So consider the possibility of departure. I see Gil says 6 and 7 saved him. Pray, meditate, and center often, and consider the possibility of departure. And then 8, if you're in too deep to detach, or if it is impossible to detach, like say, for instance, a child, or say, for instance, your parent, then see a therapist if at all possible. So that's my, those are my suggestions for how to deal with a narcissist if you find yourself with a narcissist or a narcissistic person. All right. So we're about to move to the next one. So y'all, that conversation came about as a result of, I wish my program was working. I had all of this set up for y'all to see it with your eyes. They don't like therapy. No, they don't. Kids say they don't like therapy. I know they don't like therapy. I know they don't. So you're going to have to get therapy for yourself if you need it, especially if you hang it. Like I said, if you can't necessarily detach, then you may need therapy. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, Crystal said, men, why you ain't schooled me on this before? Listen, Chris, that's exactly the reason. Don't blame me now. That's exactly the reason I'm doing this. What sparked this is a conversation we're about to have, and an additional conversation about the fact that if somebody was having this kind of discussion, if an older woman or older men were having this kind of discussion in our faces or with us, there's no way in the world. I mean, we may have fallen privy to some of it, or not privy, but fallen subject to some of it, but you wouldn't have fallen subject to all of it had you known. You just wouldn't have. And I know that we don't do everything that people tell us either, but if you hear things enough, there's a possibility that before you, I mean, if you hear enough, that if you cross that street, you're gonna fall in that ditch. If you hear it enough, and you've seen the effects of it enough, you might not go that route. When you got there, you might say, "Oh no. I've heard too much about. I've seen too much about that. I ain't doing that." So that's the reason that we thought I thought it'd be a good discussion to have, because we don't know who's gonna see this video, right? So we need to put it out there. We don't know who's gonna see it. So let me tell you what sparked the entire conversation. You all, thank you all for riding along. Please share the stream if you can, if you will, and let's move right along. So I don't know how much you know about or have heard about. Oh, I want to show you these pictures so bad. Maybe I should have printed them out. I'm gonna do that next time, just in case I can't do nothing else. I can print them out and show you. What sparked this conversation is a conversation about a pastor who had a all-out meltdown about 2 weeks ago on Facebook, I think it was. No, not pastor. Let me take it back. An apostle that had a all-over meltdown, just melted down on Facebook, right? And his conversation was about the fact that he had been mind fucked. Now, when he said mind fucked, I listened to what he said or why he said he was being mind fucked. And that's exactly what we're talking about right now. When he got through telling his story, I said, oh, yeah, she did. He was definitely mind fucked, right? So this is going to move us into the second piece. So we kind of did things a little out of order. We're going to pour some tea right now, right? But this moves us in. This is almost this is also our rant, which goes back to its second part, which is pastors going wild, church going wild. It seems like since this pandemic, I don't know what, and I don't know if it's the fact that they can't get that money that they used to get. That might be it. But every fake apostle, prophet, pastor, teacher, and evangelist is being uncovered. Now, I personally believe, and I'm sure some of you do, because I've heard enough about it or read enough about it, researched enough about it, prayed enough about it, that I believe that we are in a place, we're in a state of judgment right now, period. That's for sure. But at the same time, it is a time where God is revealing all which is not him, right? And there's been a whole lot in the church that is not of him, but it has been presented as if it was. And it's almost like when if the doctor say you got COVID, who gonna check me, boo? You know, it has been presented like it's all holy. And what do we have to check it by? We just have to take them at their word and go at that. But this along with COVID-19, somebody calls it kker. I think it's Larry Reed calls it kker, and he calls it prophet kker, because since COVID-19 has come in, it has released and shown and uncovered stuff that has been covered up for eons and eons and eons. And one of the things that is so prevalent is what I call churches are going wild, pastors are going wild. Right? Because these people who are supposed to be apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, evangelists, seem to be losing their mind. So this young guy gets on, and his name is, let me tell you who he is. I'm gonna give you some background information before I go through it. Garrett said facts. Crystal said bamboozled. Absolutely. They have lost their damn minds. Absolutely. So check this out, Gil. I'm not sure if you heard about this, but here's this pastor. First of all, I'm gonna tell you the story, and then I want you to, y'all, please don't go look it up, because I don't want you to know before I say it. I'm going to tell you, give you some backstory. I want you to tell me how old you think this guy is. All right, here we go. Birthed in prayer. I got this straight off his website. Birthed in prayer, shrouded in humility, anointed through adversity, and loosed in God's timing. The apostolic voice of Anthony W. Bazemore, Anthony W. Bazemore II spans over several years, bulleted with an exemplary performance in the ministry. Born the eldest son of Sabrina and Anthony W. Bazemore Sr., his parents, Christian home provided him with a sure foundation and guaranteed a staunch Pentecostal upbringing. Bazemore spent his formative years under the leadership of Bishop Milledge Golphin and the New Galilee Church of God in Christ, Jesus Apostolic Faith Incorporated. What the hell is that? That name alone is as long as my leg. New Galilee Church of God in Christ, Jesus Apostolic Faith Incorporated. He matriculated in the Bertie County school system in Windsor, North Carolina. I ain't finished. Y'all go ahead and start telling me how old you think he is. I ain't finished, y'all. A well-versed, multifaceted preacher, Pastor Anthony W. Bazemore II is known to offer the word of God in a manner that stirs the soul, quickens the mind, and bridges the generational gap. Though being a young man, his ministry capacities include, in 2001, he became a licensed minister and began serving as chief adjutant, whatever that is. I never heard of that. Adjutant, I never heard of that. For the late Apostle T.L. Baylor Sr. within the Tabernacle, the Pillar of Fire Ministry Incorporated. In 2003, he was elevated and ordained to the office of elder. In 2005, by the leading of the Holy Spirit, he opened the doors to Powerhouse Apostolic Faith Church in Powersville, North Carolina. The Lord blessed this venture, and many souls were added to the body of Christ. Y'all, please tell me how old y'all think he is. I see Tracy said almost, at least 45. Danielle said 30-something. Soggy Paul says he young. Crystal said early 50s. Garrett Media said 25. Damn. Y'all, Bishop Anthony Bazemore II is 32 years old. 32, Rosin, 32 years old. When I read this long, elaborate, this shit could spread up probably all across that wall, I said, this guy, you would think he was 75 years old. He's 32 years old. Damn! Wait a minute. Wait. Amy, tell me you lying. Amy done wrote in the chat that the girl that's my cousin. Tell me you lying. Oh, tell me you is lying. And tell me you, and if you ain't lying, tell me you already knew this. Because I'm about to bust him out if you didn't know. Tracy, how many years did he do in jail? Right. Here we go. All right, so here we go. Let me give you what I found online. It's gonna tell you more, pretty much what I saw online. And then later on I'll put the link in this video so you can go to it and check it out if you want to. Here we go. I got this off the ncbeat.com, which is NorthCarolinaBeat.com. Bishop A. Wyoming Bazemore Jr. of Knightdale, North Carolina, had a lot to say on Facebook Saturday afternoon when he went after his wife, prophetess Kiana Angel Daniels Bazemore, who he is. How many names she got? Prophetess Kiana Angel Daniels Bazemore. Oh, they think you get important the more names you have. Okay. Who he accuses of being a fucked up woman. You heard what I said. In the 45-minute video, Pastor Bazemore talks about him serving 3 years in North Carolina Adult of Corrections for a crime he committed. Through a public search, we found out that Pastor Bazemore was a scamming, fraudulent pastor who used worthless checks to buy SUVs from the car dealership. In his rant, he talked about him and his ex-wife going through a separation and living alone, trying to get back on his feet. Through the process, he said he and his ex-wife were faking and acting like they had everything together just so the church wouldn't look at them crazy. Pastor Bazemore said through all of that, he met his now wife, Kiana Angel, but he had already met her previously in Chicago 10 years ago. Fast forward. Pastor Bazemore said he had seen Kiana again at a funeral he attended. He said he didn't say anything to her in person when he saw her a second time, but he did reach out to her on Facebook a month later. He said that the two talked, got to know each other, and he even took her on some trips. Pastor Bazemore said in the video that all hell broke loose between he and Angel when his money dried up. And then every preacher that knew him told him not to fuck with her. Pastor Bazemore says all those preachers were right and that he almost has lost his mind dealing with Angel. Pastor Bazemore said as a result, they would buy things they couldn't afford. He said that he had to rob Peter to pay Paul. So he started taking money out of the funeral home. Listen to me, y'all. He already done been to jail for writing a check, bad checks for SUVs, plural. Now, here we go. Pastor Bazemore said as a result, they would buy things they couldn't afford. He said he had to rob Peter to pay Paul. So he started taking money out of the funeral home he was working for, checking account, to pay their bills. So now he done got out of jail and moved on. Now he and Angel, prophetess Angel, he's paying their bills with checks from the funeral home where he worked. Now, what they didn't say that I happen to know because I saw read some other stuff about it, is that funeral home belongs to his father. He's working in his father's funeral home. But his father found out that he was using checks from the funeral home to pay the bills for him and Angel. Okay? Pastor Bazemore said, oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay. It's good to know that these crooks weren't stealing from the people of God to pay their lavish lifestyles that wasn't so lavish. Pastor Bazemore said all of this is over him not being able to pay any of the bills and that she had brain fucked him for the last 7 months, calling her a modern day Jezebel. Everybody told me to leave this girl alone, Pastor Bazemore yells in the video. I lost everything because I was in love with Angel. Pastor Bazemore called his wife a hoe. Wait, and they wrote it like this, H-O-E. Pastor Bazemore called his wife a hoe, saying she has been with so many preachers, but didn't name who they were. He said Angel kicked him out of the house Friday night because he went to a funeral and didn't tell her, and so therefore he had to sleep in the car. He said after sleeping in his car on Friday night, he came home, took a shower, and he and Angel did have sex. And after they had sex, he said she looked him in the face and told him she still didn't want him. She still didn't want to be with him. Now, another piece that's here that doesn't show up, that I know that doesn't show up here. Her anger was because he went to this funeral, and the funeral was at a church of a guy that allegedly she had been sleeping with. So she didn't feel comfortable going to the church and didn't want him to go to the church. But when he went anyway, he said he really snuck out to go because he know how she is, because she really don't want to run into Pastor so-and-so, whoever he was. So her anger was, oh, you went anyway? You went anyway. Pastor Bazemore said that he has dealt with Angel through all of this because they have a child involved. But he did say that she scheduled an appointment for the abortion of this child. He also said too that he found out that she had several abortions when the abortion clinic called. Now, mind you, she ain't married. I don't know when she just got married. So I don't know who all these babies belong to, right? Pastor Bazemore said that he has dealt with Kiana through all this because she blah, blah, blah. I literally hate this woman. He says in the video, I swear to God, I got to get away from Angel. Pastor Bazemore said that his wife, Angel, was telling people that he hit her and that she was scared of him, but he says that it's not true and that he has never put his hands on Angel. I am not an aggressive person, Pastor Bazemore says in the video. No, I am not an aggressive person. I'm just a thief. I ain't aggressive. That's me adding that, allegedly. Just an embezzler, allegedly. Pastor Bazemore said a few weeks ago, he tried to talk to his wife. He tried to take his own life. And Angel showed up to the hospital and said, I just wanted to see if you were still alive. I don't even want you. And walked out of the hospital. Now, if that boy wasn't mind fucked, he just had a fucked up mind. Either way, it's fucked. I personally believe, let me read some of these before I say anything. Let me say it. Okay. Amy to my girl, that's her cousin. How many years did he do in jail? I think he did 3, Tracy. Excuse me. All right, excuse me. Amy says she's just kidding. Danielle says, Crystal, I'm gonna need some ginger tea for my stomach after this. Sonny Paul said he's doing too much, way too much. Uh, Rather said, I can't, shaking my damn head. How could his money dry up when it wasn't his money? Yeah, right, right. Because it don't sound to me like he never had no money, but because he went to jail for stealing money, and that was my understanding. That was church money. He was writing checks for whole SUVs. I didn't say a Pinto. He was writing checks for whole SUVs, plural. Okay. Um, Okay, Tracy says his rant was hilarious. It sure was. I'm gonna make sure I get to that, put that link in here for y'all. What did he go? What did he go to the funeral of her lover for? He shouldn't have went. He went to the that's the thing, because they all in cahoots together. All these pastors, prophets, apostles, they all in there together. So they run in the same circles. And also that's not on this paper. He also said that she didn't fuck so many of these pastors and preachers and what have you that he claimed he didn't know about, right? But he finds out later because some of them just flat tell him, or some of them have even attempted to bed her since he's been married to her, allegedly. But he's an apostle though, and she's a prophetess. Now, who in the world want them prophet line over their life? Who in the world want them apostling over their life? Oh, okay. Let me see. No pause. He went to the church of her lover. Okay, right. Okay, it's better for her to have an abortion than kids she doesn't want. That might be true. And the other thing too, from what I could tell, from what I heard, they ain't been together that long. And my thought was, she probably getting rid of that baby because she don't know who it is. Now, I don't know that to be true. I'm just saying. It's a possibility she don't know who it is. She's probably like, yeah, we might as well get rid of this. Because I don't know who this motherfucker gonna come out here looking like. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. But it's the truth. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Tracy says, Vicky, this man would take her back tomorrow. Absolutely. He took her back after the rant. He went back after the rant. That's right. He went back after the rant. I don't know where he is now, but I know that right after that rant, he went back. Soggy Paw said, thanks, he went back. Yep. Brown said he went back. Exactly. Matching SUVs. That sounds like some Kwame Kilpatrick shit. Y'all remember when Kwame Kilpatrick was buying all them SUVs? That one he called Big Red. They was running all around town trying to find it. And he was hiding it all over the place. They was found it, I think, hidden in the Cobo Hall, I believe it was. Tell him it. Soggy Paw said, tell him it's some other good pussy out there. Clearly, she put it down. Crystal said, mouth wide open. Like, absolutely. Soggy Pants, he just saying it now. So what? Who cares who she fucked in the past? And you right. You right about that. You right about that. Folks better listen to the Lord instead of the profited. The profited. That's it right there. The profited. Absolutely. Soggy spell check. I got you. I knew what you meant. The prophetess. No, you know what? The prophetess, I'm thinking just like you wrote it. PROFIT. Right? Amy, wow, what dealership took that check? I don't know, but they mad about it. Ooh, they mad about it. So that is what sparked the whole conversation about being mind fucked, because I believe he was mind fucked, but he's a fuck anyway. I mean, this guy, I'm listening to him. I said, damn, she ran circles all around him, and he green as spinach. But when I found out that he was 32, I thought, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, which is why he shouldn't have all this shit tacked on his name either, because, okay, I'm about to, anyway, they losing their mind. All right, moving right along. That was the story of Bazemore 1 and Bazemore 2. All right, so I'm moving off of that. Moving on to one more. And the second one is also a part of the church going mad, right? I saw one YouTube channel called Mad Church Disease. And I said, damn it, if that ain't what it's like they got mad church disease. So here we go. I'm gonna give you one more. This one is just as hot, if not hotter. And this one is even newer than Bazemore. This came up maybe 4 or 5 days ago. All right. So here we are. All I could find on this woman, and this woman is prophetess Kimberly Brown. all I could find on her was I saw her on YouTube, you know, and I found some pictures of her, but I couldn't find much about her, you know, who she was, where she came from, because I didn't find a site. She does have a Facebook page, but I didn't find a site where it had, you know, like about the pastor. I didn't find anything like that. But I do know that she is a prophetess in Tampa, Florida, and she's a minister at Faith Walkers Worldwide Ministries. Okay, here we go. Apparently, allegedly, Prophetess Kimberly Brown was a woman with a word in her mouth, right? I mean, she sound like it. I mean, when I say she sound like it, I mean she had all the accoutrements of a prophetess. And when I say that, I'm not, let me make sure I make this very clear. I believe in the fivefold ministry. I believe in apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, and evangelists. I believe they exist. I listen to them when I find those who I believe in. I take their word and pray on it and move on it. But I also know that there are a lot of people that have these titles that have no desire to be. There are a lot of these people who are just mind fucking us. They're manipulating us. They are literally came into the church. And this is what I want people to understand. I am in a place now that I understand that many of the people that are in position, not all, but so many of them, they come into the church to be the mind fucker. They're not in there for any spiritual reasons. They're not there except for the fact that they are predators. That's their reason for being there. So they take on these titles not because they were called. They take on the titles for the same reason that a pedophile wants to work at the zoo, or why a pedophile wants to work at the school with school lunches, why a pedophile hangs out around the playground, because they're predators looking for the weakest prey. And there are people that take on these titles, many of them, more than not, I believe there are more of them taking on the titles fakely than those who actually are. But I do believe there are some authentic people that God had put on this earth to give us right now a rhema word. I believe that. But most of these, many of them are not. And I think that's what's showing up in these YouTube videos and shit. And I think that it's that we should know about it. People should know about it, because I believe that when people come up on the other side of this pandemic, that they're gonna come out with their eyes open, not eyes wide shut, but their eyes wide open. Because during this pandemic, you got time to hear from God. You got time to talk to your creator without somebody else in your ear who's really a false prophet, a false apostle, false pastor, false teacher, a false evangelist, who really just have the accoutrements of it, the look of it, but their hearts are black. I should say black, because we want to associate, we innately associate everything black with something that's dirty, and their heart is dirty. Let me say that. Their heart is dirty. It's dark. Okay, so that's why I'm telling y'all about Prophetess Kimberly Brown. So here we go. Apparently, Prophetess Kimberly Brown allegedly got on YouTube, and this has been 4 or 5 days ago. This is very, very new. And this is what, listen, first of all, the first picture, I saw several pictures of her. I saw one picture and I thought, oh yeah, she fine. Pretty woman, right? But that picture I saw on YouTube, on this video, baby, that was a mess. I don't know if the caps fell off. I don't know what the caps fell off her teeth. I'm not sure what happened with that. I'm talking about from the picture that I saw. She definitely gained some weight, but most of us have in the pandemic. So that's not a big, but her look was completely, and the wig, she said, I know I got on this big raggedy wig. I don't care about the way this raggedy wig look. I'm gonna tell it today. Now, I took the transcript down and I'm going to try to read this to you all, but let me tell y'all right now, this don't have nothing to do with this right here. It was real. She was going off, and I tried to edit the transcript so I can read it in a way that you'll understand. Let me read some of your stuff before I go on. Dealership. Okay, y'all just cutting up and say he should have kept the nonsense off Facebook. Yeah, he probably should have, but I don't think they can help it, Amy. That's what I'm saying. I think it's like diarrhea in the mouth. I think that they can't help it. They just being revealed. I don't think that they have. It's kind of like that Jaguar Wright stuff. I don't think Jaguar Wright can help it. Everybody's saying, what is it? What's the deal? What she got to prove? I don't think she can help it. I think that it's time for people to fess up for who they are. And I think they're being driven by something other than themselves. I really do. Crystal Collins, I had a neighbor who was a pastor and was just like this mind fucking. And it's sad. People need to learn how to hear for themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. So here we go. I'm going to try to read this for y'all. Y'all know I like to be dramatic, right? Let me try. This is Prophetess Kimberly Brown. I can't even scream as loud as she was screaming. Come on in here. Yeah. She said, come on in. And she's on Facebook saying, come on in here. Or YouTube one. I want y'all to come on in because I'm finna tell it. I'm going to tell it today. I done went live because I got hurt too much. Samantha Shined, call them all. Listen to me, y'all. Terry Weems, call them all. Kirby Grant, call them all. Andre Williams, call them all. Bishop Stockton Davis, call them all. Call them all. Yes, I'm live. Y'all seeing me. This is one time you're not going to do what you do. You come over here to my church, you're screwing everybody, little dirty behinds. Got all that fighting at my church. Come on, I want it all today. That's some tea for your ass. Now, all of them names I looked up. I had all them pictures on my presentation for y'all. I wanted y'all to see that. I'm gonna have to do the thing anyway, and then upload it so you all can see it. But she is giving it. She is ripping these folk a new tale. You hear me? And they all are apostles, prophets, or they have a title of apostle, prophet, pastors, teachers. They all run in the same circle, apparently. They all been in the same churches. They all, they all congregate together. And she decided that she was going to let them have it. So she called out these names and more. I just got a piece of transcript. Samantha, somebody she said Shiny. No, Samantha Shiny. That's what she said, because I heard her saying that Shiny over again. Samantha Shiny, call them all. Terry Weems, who's supposed to be Apostle Terry Weems, so I looked him up. Call them all. Kirby Grant, Apostle Kirby Grant. Call them all. Andre Williams, I couldn't find him. Bishop Stockton Davis, I couldn't find him. Call them all. Yes, I'm live. Y'all seeing me. This is a one time. You're not going to do what you do. You come over to my church, you screw your little dirty behinds and all of that fight in my church. Come on. I want it all today. I'm going to tell the truth today. Didn't the Bible say, tell the truth and the truth shall make you free? I want them to hear me because they don't use me too much. They use me too much trying to throw me, and I'm going to tell on Tampa today. I'm going to tell on Tampa. I'm going to tell on Marion County. I'm going to tell on Tampa today. You don't think you can hurt me and think you're going to get away with it. She said, yeah, call Kirby again. I'm going to tell on his ass. Wait. I forgot to tell y'all, she's getting phone calls while this is happening because she's live. And these people are calling up the wazoo. Her phone is just blowing up. And she said, oh, yeah, calling. She's, yeah, I'm live. So she says this. Yeah, call Kirby again. I'm going to tell him his ugly ass too. I said it. I said ass. Yes, I said ass because y'all curse at home. Y'all, wait, let me read some of these comments before I go a little further. Okay, it's sad. Rosin said people need to learn how to hear for themselves, right? Crystal, all these wannabe fake people with so-called light, wannabe witches. Oh, that reminds me, Crystal. And I didn't get any of that off the transcript. She talks about these people dealing in witchcraft behind the scenes. All these wannabe fake people. Okay, you said pastors want to be witches, want to be so-called healers. Oh, I'm a healer. New trend, dirty as fuck. Absolutely. Amy said, let us pray. Absolutely. Amy Johnson, amen. Said Crystal, laugh out loud. On assignment. Wow. Soggy Pop. She telling because she ain't getting none. Oh, she mentioned that too. She said, oh, y'all, she says y'all want to sleep with me. She later says what makes her mad. I'm going to tell you that in a minute, Soggy Pop. That ain't what she says making her mad. And it's really going to, again, attest to the fact that they need folk need to go somewhere and sit their asses down. Okay, someone has stopped her dick supply. So she's mad. And that might be the case. But I'm going to tell you what she said. There goes the Southern Comfort. This is exactly why I don't go to church, because this is filled with false prophets. Yes, now she telling, shaking my head. Okay, here we go. Yeah, call Kirby again. I'm going to tell on his ugly ass too. Y'all heard that. Okay, y'all act holy in church. No, don't act holy. Y'all ain't holy. Y'all ain't holy. Holy ain't even in your name. Matter of fact, your name don't spell holy. It don't spell it, she said. No, you see they calling me on the phone, she says. Now they hollering, Kim. No, see, they done underestimated me. Okay, then she picks up the phone, right? And she says, Danielle, dick money recognition. Recognition was what she said it was. I said, damn. Okay, here we go. She on the phone now. I'm already live. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of y'all using me. You're not going to use me no more. Fuck all y'all. You heard what I said. Fuck you, fuck all y'all. Y'all now don't use me. Y'all don't use me. You're not going to use me. You're not going to hurt me no more. I done been hurt way too much. I'm leaving this goddamn city for all y'all no good Christians. Y'all ain't no Christians. You smoke, you curse, you drink, and I have watched all of y'all. You can call me the devil if you want to. I'm sick and tired of y'all. Then it's a blank. I think that's just a fuckers. I think is what she said. I'm on live. Now she on the phone again. I'm on live. Come follow me online. Don't call me, fucker. Don't call my phone again, Kirby Grant. Kirby Gantz. Don't call my phone again, Kirby Gantz. Don't call me no damn mo. Don't call my phone no damn mo. Fuck all y'all. Now, as I was saying, she said, now, as I was saying, okay, what's going on, brother? She asked the question again. What's going on? She on the phone. I'm tired of your lying fucking ass. That's what's going on. Preachers, the way they use me, yes. What you want? Now she on the phone again. What you want, Dr. Christian? Huh? Okay. No, I'm not okay, she says. I'm telling on every fucking preacher. Prophetess, And guess what? The gifts and the callings come without repentance. So try it. This is a tell-all today. Fuck all y'all. I'm sick of it. I'm sick. And that's just where I stopped. Let me read some of this right here. Okay, Soggy Paul says she's telling because she ain't getting a yeah, there goes the Southern Comfort. Anyway, Tracy said, this is exactly why I'm going to tell you. Now she telling, shake my head. The dick money recognition, absolutely. All dang. She let the cat out the bag. Oh, she let all the cats out the bag. This was right here. That rant was like 4 videos long. I couldn't watch it. I was just way too much. It was way too busy for me. I couldn't do it all. But I will share the link with y'all if y'all feel like y'all want to check it out. Amy said, I don't know, folks was ducking and dabbing. Oh, yeah, and calling. And since then, they've been trying damage control. Some of these big name apostles and prophets that she called out, they all on YouTube trying to clean stuff up. This is hilarious, though. Oh, I wish I could show y'all these pictures. What's hilarious is she done decided it just is what it is. They can't fix it. So after all of that, and after they got over there came on their Facebooks and their YouTubes or what have you, trying to fix it up, she came right behind them and with a picture. She had made a meme. She pasted on her Facebook and said, "Sorry, not sorry." I said, "Oh, she just all out. She's like, I'm taking one for the team. This is it. I'm out this bitch. I'm out this bitch." Okay. So I said all that to say, sound to me like she been mind fucked too. And she was probably mind fucking somebody else. That's very possible. Because what we do know is that these people that in these positions get off on manipulating people. They get off on that shit. But here clearly it's coming back to her more than any way she can handle. Right? Amy said, I know some people that should have been called out a long time ago. We all do. We all do. That's exactly what was happening. So there it is for you. We do know that this is a situation that ain't going nowhere no time soon. But like Chris said a little earlier, I do think that, and let me say this too, because I'm just thinking about this. Those of us who came out of churches where we saw stuff that wasn't right, right? I think that we should feel some kind of I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm saying we should put people up on game. I think we should put people up on game. And you don't have to be on the internet doing it like I do, or like a Dawson, speaks, because Dawson that's his thing. That's what he does. He blows stuff like this out of the water, right? So I'm not telling you to do that. But before you see anybody walking in fire, we need to try to help them or try to get them the tools they need to make better choices than we were able to make because we didn't have any information. It's one thing to make a bad choice and you got information. That means you just hard-headed ass. And whatever, consequences come with that, you'll deal with it. But it's another thing when somebody was sitting right around you, had information and wouldn't give it to you. So if you know better, I think that it should be, we should be building villages. We should be, my earring says I'm a village builder. That hut is an A. See the A in the hut? I'm a village builder. I think we should be building villages. We should be leaving breadcrumbs for those behind us, not just walking out with the information and chilling. You feel me? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for tonight. It is 11:44. So we're doing pretty good though. We started at 10. We're a little later than we were last week, but we're doing good. We're doing good. So let me just do a few house cleaning tips. I want to remind you to share the post, please, with anyone who you know. No, I was gonna say who may be interested. No, just share it anyway. Share it to help me get to that 1,000 subscribers. I gotta get to 1,000 before Friday. Like the video, please. Like the video. It's important that you like because it helps YouTube to move it up in the algorithm. If they think people are interested in it, they'll move it up. So like I have a couple videos that have really, really big numbers, but I realize why. Because people have liked them as well, and it's a topic that they're interested in. So it moves it up the poll. So help me to move my videos up by liking them and sharing them, please. And you did comment, so I appreciate that. So let's sum up the night. So if you know of or if you're in a relationship, no. That is this here talking. Let me slow down. It's talking now for real. I do. Sometimes nothing will free you like a good old F-bomb. I really believe that. I believe it's because it comes from the gut. You know what I'm saying? It comes from the gut. So anyway, so you might be right about that. I think you might be right. It comes from the gut. It's a guttural, Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. So to sum it up, if you have been mindful, and most of us have, be honest about it. You don't have to hide it. We all have, right? But get you a support system if you feel like you're in something right now and you don't have the strength to get out of it. Somebody care about you, somebody love you, and you know who that is. Get with that person, somebody that you can talk to, you can sound off with, somebody who's going to keep your secrets, not somebody's going to tell your business, but somebody who is there to support you. You know who's there to support you. And if you don't, when you do, matter of fact, let me just do this real quick. I'm going to go over the things that I said that you should do again, because I just feel like somebody is going to get this information who really needs it. So let me just pull it up real quick if I can, so that you all can share it with somebody. Okay, here we go. So what to do if you're involved with a narcissist or someone who exhibits those behaviors. First, cut yourself some slack. So, be kind to yourself, because we all have been there, right? 2, step back and evaluate yourself. What are you doing? Is there anything that you're doing that has caused you to bring those kind of people along? I want to share something with y'all about what I got about that. If somebody help me remember number 2, evaluate yourself. Please help me remember that. Okay, 3, get a copy of Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, or it's called In Sheep's Clothing, I think, by George Simon. It will save your life. I'm telling you, get a copy of that book. Get a copy. Don't play with it. Don't mess around with it. Get a copy of it. Make it your business to get a copy ASAP. And if you know somebody who you think is in that situation who may not be able to talk to you about it, get them a copy of the book, because it'll give you a strength to deal with some of the stuff that if you're seeing it. 4, keep a sounding board, a support system. Build you a village, to support you, surround you, so they can help you stay, like Gil was talking about, they want to detach you from reality. This sounding board, this support system, your village, is going to make sure that you stay attached to reality. They're going to say to you, he said what? She said what? He did what? She did what? No, that won't serve you. That can only hurt you, right? So keep your village. 6, pray, meditate, and center often. Because a lot of what you need, if it's self-esteem you need, if it's strength that you need, if it's self-worth you need, a lot of that you will get when you are one with your creator, with the God who made you. Okay? 7, consider the possibility of departure. You cannot be so away from you that you can't imagine ever being without that person. Consider the possibility of departure. If it's a family member, if it's your mother, your parent or a child, you may not be able to get right away from them. However, you can depart from certain behaviors that you participated in, right? You may not be able to leave the house, especially if it's a parent or if it's a child, but you can, or even a mate, but you can depart from ways of doing things, right, that you may have done because you didn't know any better. You know better now. So consider the possibility of departure. And then finally, if you're in too deep to detach, or if you're in too deep to detach from it, or you can't because it's a family member or something like that, then see a therapist if at all possible, right? So something you can use. Set boundaries. And you'll say set boundaries. Absolutely. Set boundaries. But listen, if you get this book, if you need this book, or you know somebody, you can just get it if you don't need it. It's good, because you're going to find some stuff in there you might not even knew somebody was manipulating. You'd say, damn, get that book, Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, or In Sheep's Clothing. And that is by Dr. George Simon. And he does have a couple videos on YouTube that kind of go over some of that stuff. It will change your life. All right, so number 2, I want to tell y'all something about number 2. Let me go back to that and look at it. So I remember won't let me remember what it was. Step back and evaluate yourself. Okay, so here's the thing. Personal story. I'm telling myself. I remember what I found out was that what I realized was that I kept getting men in my life that told major lies. I mean, like hiding major stuff from me. But I didn't realize it as a pattern until one day I realized it as a pattern. During one of those times when I was meditating, praying, centering, I started noticing a pattern. And I said, I saw this, and I ain't exaggerating. I saw this at 15. I saw it again at like 18. Saw it again at like 29, 30. I saw it again like 35-ish. I said, wait a minute. What is going on, right? And I sat back and I went to the evaluation piece for myself. Like Ayanla said, I started to do the work. And I thought, what is it about me that will pull someone toward me where they feel comfortable hiding these major secrets from? What is that about? How did you even get the And two things God gave me, two things. One thing was a thing about the light. Because after a while, I felt bad about it. I was like, what's wrong with me that I keep pulling these guys? I don't understand this. Two things. One thing was about the light. That the light draws darkness. The light, and it draws all kinds of things that may be irritating to you, right? All kinds of pests. But they come to the light. They're attracted to the light for a reason, because it's light, right? That's why we have to give ourselves some, you got to give yourself a break, right? Because ain't nothing wrong with being good. There's never anything wrong with being good. This world will make us think that there is, though. There's a lot of things in this earth and the way things run that will make us think that being good is not necessarily the way to be. There's never anything wrong with being moral, right? But the Bible says that we have to be wise as what? Serpents. Harmless as doves, but wise as serpents. So the second thing that he gave me, one was that I'm a light. And I had to realize that the light is going to attract lots of things that I don't want attracted to me. It's just going to happen. But the second piece is that I had to be alert, that I had to realize that in this way, you cannot assume, now listen to this, you cannot assume that everybody that you come in contact with have the same morals that you have, because they don't. You cannot assume that because you don't want to, that you wouldn't do anything to hurt anyone, doesn't mean that people that you attract won't take an opportunity to hurt you. Making assumptions, people say, you know what happens when you make assumptions, like you make an ass out of me and you? It ain't gonna serve you making assumptions about people. That's not gonna serve you. What you have to be is alert, and you have to be using your discernment all the time, period, right? Knowing that you're going to attract people and things and situations that are uncomfortable and pesty because you are light, right? Because you are moral. Because you are one with God. So you're going to attract that. Know that. To be second thing, know that you have to be alert, and you cannot expect that people are moving on the same train that you are, because they're not. They're not. So all of that stuff about, we used to hear this. I don't ascribe to it anymore. When you hear it, you're not really judging people. You better judge them because they're judging you. You will be an idiot to be out here talking about, no, you don't judge people. Only God is going to judge, because they're judging you the moment they lay their eyeballs on you, especially if you are the light. So when they see you coming, they sizing you up. You better know it. They sizing you up. When you come walking down the street, or when you come into the building, the folk that don't know you, they trying to see who are you without you opening your mouth. You don't have to open your mouth. They don't need you to do that. And the predator is paying more attention than you think he paying or she paying. She absolutely paying attention. So what the fuck you look like? There I go, Amy. Got to use the fuck, right? What the fuck you look like coming up talking about, I don't want to judge her, though. I don't want to judge him because I don't know him. The Bible say don't judge. Really? If that is your position, if you don't know any better than that, you're going to always find yourself a victim in relationships, a victim in circumstances, because you run around being so holy that you can't judge. And every motherfucker you come in contact with is judging you. Do you understand? You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Say yes if it makes sense. Type yes if it makes sense. Let me know. So those are the two things, the lessons I got from that in my self-evaluation. That ain't the first time I've attracted that, and it ain't gonna be the last. But I know what I'm looking for now, and I also know to be looking. Does that make sense? To be on the lookout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for tonight. Any last thoughts or comments, please put them down and go ahead and type them in. Share the stream. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I want y'all to know that I appreciate y'all. If you are in the Pontiac area, please know that the Black Dollar Power Market will be in effect back at City Hall, the event spot, not City Hall where you pay your tickets, but City Hall, the event spot, this coming Sunday from 2 to 7 p.m. So bring your Black dollar and circulate it in the Black community. Invite your friends to come over and bring their Black dollars and circulate them in the Black community. And if they got white dollars, tell them to bring their white dollars and circulate them in the Black community in the same way that we have circulated our money in their community in order to support us. We want to do that to support us, right? Does that make sense? All right. Black Dollar Power Market, 2 to 7 p.m. I will see you all next week with another hot topic. And you all who have been sending me topics, I appreciate that. Let me tell you, let me just give some shout outs. Shout out to Tracy from Cincinnati, who sends me stuff all the time. Shout out to Danielle Brown, who also sends me stuff to help me stay up, because they know I'm busy, right? But we talk periodically in chat or text during the week. And if they find something interesting or something along the line of what we talked about, they help me by sending it to me. So I appreciate that. If you all have anything that you think will be a great topic to talk about, send it over. Let me do a giveaway. I forgot to do one last week when I was out. So let me do a giveaway. Let me do that. Let me get something to give away. And the way I normally do it is Millie's not on here tonight. Let me just say that Soggy Paws got her gift, and Millicent Gunn, I put her gift in the mail too, so you should have that. All right, let's do, I know what I have. She's not here. Damn. All right, so let me do, you all get a number ready. I'm going to take a number down between 1 and 100. And the person with the number closer to that number will get the gift. Excuse me. So I have put the number down. And while you are thinking about your numbers and putting your numbers in, I'm going to decide what I'm giving away. All right? What am I giving away? I'm going to give away. Okay. Next time y'all see these, I'm going to be selling them. But this is what I'm giving away. You are going to get the first cup to go out. All right? So the first, look at it. These will be, I won't say the cost. I have to get enough of them first. But that is the gift for tonight. So put your numbers in the chat. I see Corey Howard 27. Put your numbers in the chat. I see people still in here, but you all are not, okay, I see another one. Let me not say that. I'm getting it together. Let me put that. Okay, I see 3 numbers. Any more? Going once. Going twice. My lucky number is 7. I'm gonna keep going. So we're going 3 times, going 4 times, going 5 times, going 6 times. The Southern Comfort is doing the business. I can get that little bit in there. Okay, one more number. That little bit. Yeah, get that in there. All right, going 7 times. That is the end. So I got the numbers I have are 20. I see 27. I see 57. I see 35. And the number is 28. 28. So that means that the winner is Mrs. Corey Howe. That's the applause. Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all. Corey, I will put that in the mail. I'll probably bring it to you because Corey's in the Detroit area. So I'll probably just bring it to you and save my little dime. And then I get a chance to hug your neck. I love you all. It's been a blessing and a blast. Don't forget to send me your topics if you have a topic you want to discuss. Be good to yourself and somebody else. Love y'all much, and I will look forward to talking to y'all again on Wednesday. I'm going to call one of y'all this week to help me try to get my program up again. I really want to use that new platform. I love it. I got to get it up. All right? I got to get up. Good night. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. I wish you much prosperity, love, and blessing.